Hi everyone, look, what is on my hand? Yes it is, it's Apple Watch Series 6. The Apple Watch 6 is more a refinement on the Apple Watch Series 5 that came before it than anything groundbreaking. What it does do is give you a better overall package and experience, which is what has kept it at the top of my list of the best smartwatches. The Watch Series 6 adds a pulse oxygen sensor to its range of health systems, makes its always-on display 2.5 times brighter when in its dim mode, adjusts some other aspects, such as adding an always-running altimeter, steps up to the new S6 process, and throws in all the new features of watchOS 7. It means that it may not be a hugely tempting upgrade for those who bought the Apple Watch 5 last year, but most people won't buy a new Apple Watch every year, so I don't think that's what Apple is chasing with its smartwatch updates now. If you own an iPhone, the only smartwatches you should be looking at are the various Apple Watch models. This is just a fact. Even though you can use smartwatches from many other brands with an iPhone, none of them offer the same level of integration, in my opinion. Like clockwork, I got the Apple Watch Series 6 this year, and it features a new S6 SIP system in package, and a blood oxygen sensor, plus other small refinements. This year's refresh is yet another iterative one over the Apple Watch Series 5, which has been discontinued. For someone with an older Apple Watch, or who's coming to smartwatches for the first time, the Series 6 offers the most comprehensive and future-proofed option you can buy right now, but for quite a premium, and still for iPhone only. I won't dwell on the fact that the Apple Watch works only for iPhone in this review, since it's not really a surprise. The watch has advantages that other wearables don't by being so well integrated with Apple's systems. But Apple's pitches for the watch models often talk about how it can literally save someone's life, and how its combination of sensors and intuitive software mean that can happen in the background, subtly. Wouldn't it be nice if those life-saving advantages were available regardless of your phone choice? Well, I've spent 6 months wearing the Apple Watch Series 6 almost every day. Whether I'm working out, cooking, commuting around, or catching some ZZs, you can usually find the smartwatch secured to my wrist. As the best smartwatch you can buy, the Apple Watch 6 gets a lot of things right. It has a bright, always-on display, in addition to precise fitness tracking and seamless integration with the rest of Apple's products, including my iPhone 12 Pro. While the battery life still pales in comparison to some competing smartwatches, faster charging actually makes a difference. If you recently moved to the place where biking is a highly practical mode of transportation, because you don't have your own bike, you've also learned how to navigate the infamous City Bike bicycle share system. But I'm not sure you'd feel as comfortable two-wheeling around the place without an Apple Watch 6 and watchOS 7. Not only do I like to track ride duration, calories burned and heart rate in the workout app, but the native Apple Maps app is also a must for cycling directions. Usually, I have no idea where I'm going, and my iPhone is stored safely out of reach while I'm whipping down the West Side Highway. I rely on the turn-by-turn directions and haptic cues of the Apple Watch 6's cycling navigation to make sure I reach my destination. In the battle of Apple Maps versus Google Maps, this is one instance where Apple wins. Customizable notifications is an Apple Watch feature I only began taking advantage of recently. Until a few weeks ago, I felt bombarded by mirrored notifications from every single app on my iPhone. I finally decided to toggle off notifications for services I don't need updates from on my wrist. Consider this a sign to curate your Apple Watch notifications, if you haven't done so yet. If you plan to purchase the Apple Watch Series 6, or Apple Watch SE, or Apple Watch 3, make sure to customize your notifications settings during the setup process. Few months I used it, the smartwatch would last up 24 hours. Now, my wearable seems to need juice every 20 hours, which is still better than Apple's 18-hour estimate but prevents me from charging at the same time every day. What could cause this? First, I'm working out more than I was 6 months ago. I've also switched my charging source a couple of times. Plus, batteries aren't designed to last forever, they can deteriorate. I just hope the trend doesn't continue, as we've seen happen with aging iPhones. The watch's built-in microphone is quite good, but you will need to hold the phone close to your face when talking. The speaker, on the other hand, isn't very loud when you're outdoors, and there were times when I had difficulty understanding what a caller was trying to say. This might have been affected by the strength of the LTE signal where I was at the time, so your experience may vary. Apple promises up to 18 hours of battery life on one charge, and the Series 6 is said to be able to charge quicker than the Series 5. Without the always-on display, I was getting close to 2 full days on one charge, but when it was enabled, I was just about able to cross 1 full day. These times are still way better than Apple's claims. When using only LTE, I was averaging about a day and 15 hours, which I consider impressive. My usage time with the watch across all these scenarios was roughly the same, at about 4.5 hours. Considering that the Apple Watch Series 6 periodically takes a bunch of measurements in the background per day for heart rate, SpO2 levels, sleep, elevation, noise, etc., a day and a half on average is a pretty good runtime in my opinion. It's clear that the always-on display is a massive battery hog, which is another reason that a shortcut to toggle this would have been so convenient. The Apple Watch Series 6 charges to roughly 70% in an hour in my experience, which is decent. You'll need the magnetic charging cradle that comes with it in order to charge it, as it won't work with just any Qi-compatible charger, including Apple's own MagSafe wireless charger. Older Apple Watch chargers work just fine too. You also get an alert on your iPhone now when your watch's battery is fully charged, which is a clever touch. For more on Apple Watch tips and tricks, let's watch this.
Imagine a future where machine learning will track your sleep.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Yes?
Yeah, this already does that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Let's try this again. Imagine one day you'll be able to take an ECG.
It already does that.
Really? What about detect hard falls? Does it do that?
Does that.
Thank you. Encourage you to stay fit.
Does that.
Oh, I don't know. Imagine a tiny device that will check your blood oxygen level. Well, that was fun.
My verdict is the Apple Watch Series 6 doesn't add a ton of new features over the Series 5, but there are some notable ones such as blood oxygen monitoring, dual-band Wi-Fi, and the power-efficient S6 chip. If you have an Apple Watch Series 3 or older though, and have been holding out, the Apple Watch Series 6 will be a serious upgrade. However, it's also fairly expensive, especially if you get a stainless steel one. For those who want a basic yet powerful Apple Watch, there's also the new Apple Watch 8 to consider. It has most of the important features of the current and previous Apple Watch models, at a more affordable price.